Hey guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. Happy Monday everybody. This is our Forex update. So yeah, gym done, haircut done. So we are ready to check out some charts. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we will go straight over to those charts. So Euro US dollar first, as always. So what have we got going on? We'll go to the daily first. So you can see yeah, here we go. Let me sort this out. Yeah, so you see we've got the daily 9 pushed up on the daily 9, and that pretty much was well, it was pretty much about the high of the move. We had a little bit of a wick up there on the next candle, but since then it has all been downhill. So obviously not anything significant, but yeah, it did look like a bit of a topping formation. We definitely spoke about that. We had this sell level here, we have this sell level here, and we've taken both of those levels out now. So yeah, that is obviously looking good. The daily 21 is always the target. It's literally what I was saying, guys, is that we're going to have to come and touch the daily 21, and this could be it. This could be the move down. I imagine bullish best case scenario for this asset is that we meet it around here, this horizontal, so in a couple of days at this level, and then we bounce from there, maybe play out some sideways and then build some momentum, then take out the highs again. Nothing obviously TD wise other than the sell that we've got on the daily. Not much here on the 12 hour. We've got anything coming on the 4 hour yet? No, not really. This was the 4 hour 9 that we had, which actually did signal the short trade, but we actually moved the line down a bit, just to the bottom of these candles here. So yeah, break below that level, break below this level, back tested it, and then broke down. So I mean, realistically, this is the target, but I mean, it doesn't look like that's gonna definitely hold price. It does look like we could trade down lower, in all fairness. Yeah, I mean, if we look at the daily, it is clearly the daily 21, but that would be a pretty significant retracement, and then I would really realistically be looking for a lower high to be put in basically at this level, and then potentially pay some more sideways to down. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I've got the builders outside, if you guys can hear. Bit annoying. I might have to go and shut that window. We'll see how much more noise they want to make. Yeah, so that's really what we're looking at in the Euro US dollar. Over to cable looking pretty similar topping formation it put in. We didn't have the daily 9 or anything in that though, so the Euro US dollar was the better sell. Yeah, I mean, realistically, we've got this level to take out. Daily 21 is still quite far away from price. I'd expect a back test of the daily 21, see how we interact. We've got the golden cross coming in here, 50 period in the 200. So all in all, it's constructive and bullish, but yeah, it does look like we need to potentially test some down to sideways before building some more momentum. And you can kind of see it a bit more clearly on the 4 hour. You can see like the actual loss of upwards momentum that we've had. So now it's a case of where we're going to put in a strong low to make some more progress to the upside. Let me just go and shut this window. Sorted. That's better. I can hear myself think now. So over to the daily dollar index. Yeah, I mean, we spoke about this. We had the daily 9, perfectly balanced price, just perfect trade. Obviously it was at these lows here, low there, the same low here, tested that low, reversal candle, broke to the upside, and we are now pushing onto the upside. We obviously narrowed that down even further to the 4 hour 9 just here, break above that level is to buy trades. So now it is a case of keeping an eye on this level. Do we break this level and go for the next one? Do we reject at this level and come back down and just basically just fall off well, I say fall off a cliff. We've already fallen off a cliff. Just continue falling off a cliff. Or do we try and put in a base here and try and make some move upside? My bias is obviously to the falling off a cliff aspect of that analogy. So yeah, that's basically what I'm expecting to happen. Be it this level we reject from, be it the daily 21 reject from, be it this horizontal reject from, even even this horizontal, all the way up at nearly 96 in all fairness. Any of those levels will do it for me. All of those levels are basically going to be a lower high in relation to this high here. And yeah, I mean, the main one I would really be looking out for is this one here, is this larger time frame one. I would struggle to see it getting past here. If we get past here, I would actually be looking. I actually would be looking for some sort of higher low to be put in, and then maybe an actual more sustained move to the upside. But obviously, with my bias being to the downside, that is not the most likely scenario in my mind. Not that it matters though. We'll just trade the levels, simple as that. So we've got the euro pound here. We have been flirting around with the bottom of this trend line, but I have been saying I think we'll get picked up, and I think we will make our way up. We just got having a bit of indecision here, just a little bit of indecision. Nothing really TD wise on the daily to look at. Where's this line coming? Is it coming off the 12-hour? Potentially came off the 12-hour down here. Yeah, it came off this 12-hour 9. So yeah, you can see we broke above that, made some progress, back tested it, made some progress, back tested it, but it's not the most bullish price action. Obviously, we're having a bit of a better day today so far. But yeah, if we regain this trend line, then yeah, I'd expect the bearish sentiment in this market to dissipate, and then we'll just start to make a move to the upside. Obviously, I mean, that being said, it means pretty obvious this is the level of obviously invalidation below here, below that 9 candle, which was here. So taking out this level here, we'll just adjust this now. We'll just borrow that arrow. Taking out that level, then yeah, then realistic, we're aiming down to here. But yeah, like I said, I mean, realistically, if we go to the daily, look at the moving average posture. Where's the two? Yeah, I mean, we're well above the 200. We're in the right correct order. We have got an upward slope. You have to give this market its respect to the bullish side. Aussie dollar Swiss franc. This is doing a whole lot of nothing. I think we talk about the whole lot of nothing this is doing. Tried to make a push up, got to slam back down, and now it's just doing a whole lot of nothing again. We got a daily 9, but no real trends, so we didn't really anything off that. In all fairness, we got a little bit of a move up, but I mean that's a decent move up. But I mean, as a trader, if you just avoid trading things, and just look for the bigger reward, lower risk setups rather than just fading moves. Obviously, you can see that head and shoulders that we had didn't really play out, but I mean, we could still break through this at some point. So this is starting to look a little bit like that Turkish lira trade where we just did a whole lot of nothing, and then all of a sudden went to the moon. But yeah. Yeah, I would really just not really be looking for much in this asset until it makes a decision. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. This is obviously something that you'd want to be involved in. A nice move up here. So we got, when we took these levels out, accelerated to the upside. Literally, we hit the target there. Look, basically. So that's excellent trade. We'll just straighten that out. Daily 9's come in now though, so are we going daily 9 out? Obviously resistance here, so this is a good potential entry. Taking out this low, it has got horizontal significance, this low as well, so we will draw that in there. Take this level out. I mean, realistically, yeah, any of these levels could be a target, but I would look to the larger range. Basically, that's what I would look for. I'll just look for the larger move. Let's just get rid of the arrowhead, neaten things up a little bit. There we go. But yeah, but that doesn't have to happen. Literally, this is just if this, then that. But if we don't get that, and we just plow through this above the 9, which we are doing at the moment, and we get through this horizontal, the world will be your lobster, and there is not really there's not really much in the way of anything up here. I mean, we'll look to a weekly, see what we are looking at. Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether I'd want to draw in a trend line because I don't like trend lines, but yeah, you could probably draw some sort of trend line. I prefer horizontals. Would rather, in fact, actually, we will draw it because that does look pretty good. This does look good. So literally, where I drew the arrow to is pretty much your target. That's where I would expect us to be heading. which is not, it's not wholly unrealistic at all. So USD Japanese yen, so this one, let's go to the daily. Obviously having a little bit of a bounce after faking out below that level. Yeah, it's tried to put in a higher low, and now it's going to try and put in a higher high, so we'll just have to keep monitoring this. I mean, my bias would be just wait for it to run out of steam and then just absolutely just smash it down to oblivion, down to this level here. But that's just that's just a bias. We need confirmations. We need confirmations, guys. And the confirmations are clearly going to be these levels that we've got, these levels that we've already got in here, and also any potential TDs that we'll put in the meantime, which we haven't really put any in at the moment. So just going to keep monitoring that. I mean, it could make a comeback. It could make a comeback. But yeah, I doubt it. Sterling Japanese yen. Yeah, this is similar to one of the other ones we looked at. We are looking to try and take out this horizontal and accelerate to the upside. But yeah, looking like we are flagging out, bull flagging out, so we think we've got every chance. We've invalidated that daily 9 that was going to come in. We have a bit of weakness here off the 12-hour 9, so I mean, we've got this level drawn in, but realistically you could draw a level just along here, take that out. You'd expect to blast through this and yeah, makes some upward progress. So yeah, that one's looking bullish. Canadian dollar Swiss franc, this is trying to mount a comeback also, but I mean, yeah, we've had the death cross, we've got the moving average posture, we have got the it's interesting. It's a very interesting read on the daily 200 here, because we obviously have this move down in the daily with the daily 200, but now price actually stayed below it, but the daily 200 started to slope upwards. So interesting maneuver. Obviously, yeah, obviously it's taking account more of this price action up here, and losing some of this lower price action back here. That is obviously then giving it a higher average and moving it up. So just a little bit of interest. You don't see that very often, so there you go, there you have it. But yeah, so we've had the death cross anyway. I would expect this to just to basically start to slow back down, and then we're going to get we're not going to, but I would guess we're going to get rejected in this zone, and if not, if we take out these levels, then clearly we are we are basically changing this downward trend. So yeah, go to the 4 hour as well. Yeah, 4 hour, you can kind of just see we're in a bit of a range, we're trapped in the range really. So you'd have to give the bears the bias that they will be able to overcome that move. So let's have a look at another constructive pair, the Euro Japanese yen. Obviously we've got that high there, we took out this high, obviously constructive. Moving averages looking good. Are we just going to hover around here, let the 21 catch up, and then just blast us to the upside? Potentially. We have got quite an aggressive trend line, and we could draw, but we won't, because we don't really like trend lines. We'll just watch the horizontals. Take out this horizontal, I would expect us, yeah, to make some progress to the downside. But that wouldn't necessarily be the most likely scenario. So really we're just in a holding pattern until we break either this level or this level. USD Canadian dollar, what is going on here? Yeah, this is another one we had to fake out below. We'll see it better on the daily. The fake out below, the slam back up, but I mean, yeah, you've caught some shorts offside, excellent, but are you going to be able to reverse the trend on that? Unlikely. Unlikely. Death cross has come in. 200 period is coming in with this horizontal. I mean, if we break it, happy days, and then we can go for the 200 would be the target, but that just wouldn't be the likely scenario. So realistically, watch for downside confirmations, which should really be closing below that level there, and we haven't really got anything here. The 4 hour tried to fake us into a trade. We broke above. I mean, we back tested basically. The 4 hour precipitated a back test to the level, and then we just bounced off that level toward back upwards again. So yeah, that's not too bad. Aussie dollar, US dollar on the daily. Yeah, we've got this trend line in here as well. Losing the trend line at this high level, so we may have to test this 200 daily at some point. we may have to test this 200 daily. Not too much TD wise. Yeah, I mean, either I would guess this is going to be sideways to down now until we find some decent support and upwards impetus. But yeah, yeah, the aggressive trend line here that we've got is broken. So New Zealand dollar, US dollar. This is looking like it wants to test some downside. Also, straighten this up again. Oh god, come on. There we go. Yeah, looking like we're going to test some downside. We didn't break through that time, bounce back up to the top of the level, and now we're having another go. So will it be held at the same level twice? We shall see. But my guess would be no. So yeah, looking like we are going to test some downside in this one. But clearly, it's an easy trade really. You just short it. You just hit the short button now. And you just have your stop above there. US dollar, Swiss franc, not financial advice, obviously. Yeah, a little bounce in this one. This is obviously a US dollar pair. A little bounce. I mean, take out this level, yeah, potential upside. But you can see the moving average posture is very bearish. Potentially just going to hit this daily 21, get rejected, lose this level, and just fall off. Keep falling off that cliff, basically. 12 hour, anything interesting on the 12 hour? Nope. And the 4 hour, maybe got a 9 coming in. To be honest, the 4 hour 9 may be good, a good indicator of when to sell. That one wasn't too bad. This one held price up, but we were a bit strong. 4 hour 9 was the buy there. And yeah, so realistically, are we going to fake above here, hold above here, get the 4 hour 9 and then drop? US dollar, Brazilian real. So these are making some progress to the upside. Let's get to that daily. 4 hour 9, obviously I just noticed. But yeah, so we've got these levels. We broke this one. I mean, I would be expecting a daily 9 somewhere around here, and then test some down, sideways to down. But this is not looking. This is looking relatively. Well, I say trend reversely. We've got the trend up. We basically had a pullback, had a low, a high, a higher low, and if we can put in a higher high here. I think we would have some acceleration to the upside and take out this 9. So US dollar, Mexican peso. How is our short trade doing? Yeah, so basically we didn't if you just dig it textbook how we had it, didn't use any sort of risk management, profit protection, trading stops, trading anything, not trading stop, trading take profits. But yeah, you would have obviously been a bit annoyed. But yeah, realistically the trade is still playing out to the downside here. I believe this is coming down. But yeah, we shall see. I mean, it is penanting out. Look, low, high, it's penanting out. Yeah, do you think it's going to break with this trend to the downward side or with this higher trend to the upside? Yeah, my inclination would be to the downside, clearly. Not biased by my position, just yeah, that's what we can see. How is this guy doing? Yeah, so flagging out, moving up. This is geopolitical. This is a geopolitical trade. So I mean, just you don't really want to be trading geopolitical events, in all fairness. You can definitely trade breakouts and back tests though, if you want to just ignore the geopolitical events. But yeah, breakout, back test, thingy. So you got forward check, back check, paycheck. That's the one. I might sort of make that my catchphrase now. Forward check, back check, paycheck. So yeah, yeah, looking bullish, taking out that high, guys. So Turkish lira getting absolutely whacked. So get yourself over there and get your teeth done, get your hair done, get whatever other plastic surgery and stuff you want. Go and get yourself a cheap holiday. But yeah, just stay away from yeah, yeah, I'm not even going to say that. But anyway, so yeah, that's it, guys. So remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. And yeah, we will I'll speak to you guys later with some updates on some altcoins.